Building your first $100,000 in net worth might sound impossible, especially if you are in your 20s or 30s and just starting your financial journey. But the truth is that reaching this milestone is far more achievable than most people think. And in this video, I will break down exactly how you can build a $100,000 net worth, step by step, even if you are starting from zero today. Because here is something most people don't realize. The first 100,000 is the hardest. But once you reach it, wealth starts growing much faster thanks to something called compound growth. And many financially successful people in the United States and the United Kingdom say that their financial life completely changed after reaching this first milestone. So if you stay until the end of this video, you will understand the exact mindset, habits, and strategies that can help you build your first 100,000 in your 20s or 30s, and possibly much faster than you think. First, you need to understand what net worth actually means, because many people confuse income with wealth, but they are not the same thing at all. Net worth simply means the total value of everything you own minus everything you owe. So if you have savings, investments, or assets worth $50,000 and debts of $20,000, your net worth is $30,000. And the goal is to steadily grow this number over time by increasing assets and reducing liabilities. And once you understand this concept, your financial focus changes completely, because instead of just thinking about spending money, you start thinking about building assets that increase your net worth year after year. The first step to building a $100,000 net worth is controlling your spending and creating a financial foundation, because it is almost impossible to build wealth if your money disappears every month without a plan. So start by tracking where your money goes, understanding your monthly expenses, and creating a simple budget that allows you to save and invest consistently. And this does not mean you have to live an extremely restrictive lifestyle. It simply means you prioritize your future financial security over unnecessary spending. And many people who successfully build their first 100,000 follow a simple rule, where they try to save and invest at least 20% of their income whenever possible, because this creates the foundation for long-term wealth growth. The second step is increasing your income, because while budgeting is important, there is a limit to how much you can cut expenses. But there is almost no limit to how much you can increase your earning potential, especially in today's digital economy. And people in their 20s and 30s have a huge advantage because they have time to learn valuable skills that increase their income dramatically over the years. Whether it is improving career skills, learning technology, starting a side hustle, freelancing online, or building small digital businesses. And even an extra $500 or $1,000 per month invested consistently can dramatically accelerate your journey toward your first 100,000 in net worth. The third step is investing early and consistently, because saving money alone will not build significant wealth due to inflation slowly reducing the value of cash over time, which is why many financially successful individuals invest in assets like stocks, index funds, retirement accounts, and diversified portfolios. And for many beginners in the United States, this could include investment accounts like a Roth IRA or brokerage account, while investors in the United Kingdom often take advantage of tax-efficient accounts like a stocks and shares ISA. And these accounts allow your investments to grow over time while minimizing taxes, which is one of the key advantages long-term investors use to build wealth faster. And the most important principle here is consistency, because investing a small amount every month for years allows compound growth to work in your favor. The fourth step is understanding the power of compounding, because this is the financial force that turns small investments into large wealth over time. And compounding simply means your money starts generating returns, and those returns start generating their own returns as well, creating a snowball effect that accelerates wealth growth. For example, someone who consistently invests $500 per month into diversified investments, earning average long-term market returns, could potentially build a six-figure portfolio within a decade depending on market conditions. And this is why starting early is so powerful, because time multiplies the impact of your investments. The fifth step is avoiding destructive financial habits that slow down wealth building. Because while building assets is important, protecting your financial progress is equally important. And some of the most common wealth killers include high interest debt, lifestyle inflation, impulsive spending, and constantly upgrading your lifestyle every time your income increases. And financially successful individuals often follow a simple principle where they increase their investments before increasing their lifestyle, which allows their wealth to grow quietly in the background while maintaining financial stability. Another powerful strategy for reaching your first 100,000 is focusing on asset accumulation, meaning you intentionally direct your money toward assets that grow or produce income rather than liabilities that lose value. And assets could include investments, retirement accounts, business ownership, digital platforms, rental property, or any investment that increases your financial position over time. While liabilities often include things that continuously cost money without generating returns. And when you consistently prioritize asset building, your net worth begins increasing faster each year. One important mindset shift that many wealthy individuals share is understanding delayed gratification, which means being willing to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term financial freedom. And this does not mean you cannot enjoy life, but it means making smarter financial choices that align with your future goals. Because every financial decision you make today either moves you closer to wealth or further away from it. Another key factor in building a $100,000 net worth is patience, because wealth building is not about getting rich overnight. It is about making consistent, smart decisions over a long period of time. And many people give up too early because they expect immediate results. But the truth is that the early stages of wealth building often feel slow, and then suddenly growth accelerates as your investments begin compounding and your income increases over time. If you stay disciplined, focused, and patient, reaching a $100,000 net worth can become a realistic milestone rather than a distant dream. And once you reach that point, the journey toward larger financial goals, such as 200,000, 500,000, or even financial independence, becomes much easier because you have already built the habits, systems, and mindset required for long-term wealth creation. The most important thing to remember is that your financial future is largely determined by the daily decisions you make with money, and even small improvements in saving, investing, and financial discipline can produce powerful results over time. So if you are currently in your 20s or 30s, you are actually in one of the best positions to start building wealth because time is your greatest advantage. Now, before we finish, here is a simple challenge for you. Start tracking your net worth today and make it a goal to increase that number every single year by building assets and making smarter financial decisions. Because once you start focusing on growing your net worth rather than just spending income, your entire relationship with money begins to change. And if you found this video helpful and want to learn more strategies about investing, passive income, and financial freedom, make sure to subscribe to NextGen Wealth and turn on notifications so you never miss the next video. And comment below with the word 10OK if your goal is to reach your first 100,000 in net worth. Because the journey to financial freedom always starts with a clear goal and the decision to take action today.